Hello, my name is Benjamin Dare. If you are watching this video, it's probably because you are here to sample, try out the power contained within PowerConnect for Splunk in SAP. And so more than likely, somebody has shared with you this link here to be able to access our partner or sandbox Splunk environment, if you will. And so this is typically what the home page looks like. And in order to get to um, PowerConnect, you just have to navigate this side panel here over on the left, and we'll just click on SAP PowerConnect for Splunk. And so once this comes up, there'll be kind of an introductory dashboard here. This is our just system overview dashboard, so it gives you insights into many areas of SAP. This is all completely customizable, each one of these panels. And so whatever's here is very, very easy to replace. But first we need to pick a system. So the first thing you'll have to do when you come to any dashboard is use the SAP system pull down and pick a system. You'll notice here that there are a number of systems that we have available that are sending data to Splunk. The two that I would stick with, especially if you're just looking at ABAP systems, are ID8 and M75. These are both our ECC. M75 is development and ID8 is production, but these are both ECC systems that are sending data to Splunk via PowerConnect. So if I just select the system there, it will populate the dashboard. And again, by default, the other thing you'll have to look for is the time period at which the data is being displayed, and then span. So the span basically means how granular is the data that we're sending. Anytime you change this, there will obviously be an impact to performance. So if you do things like look at the last 360 days for every minute, that will take a very long time and probably is more information than you need. But there's nothing wrong like with a 24-hour period looking at, this in a more granular detail, say every 10 minutes. So all that will really give you here is, perhaps more detail on the spark lines. Some of the dashboards that I really love, especially as an ex-basis administrator myself, have to do with the performance side. So if we look under SAP performance, and I guess before I do that, I should just explain that each one of these pull downs have a number of dashboards in them, each pertaining to the different area or use cases, we like to call them, for information that you're looking for SAP. So obviously under security, there'll be information regarding security dashboards, performance for performance, and so on. Under the PowerConnect menu, we have a number of dashboards where we actually monitor the performance and health of PowerConnect itself. One of the things that customers always want to ask us about is the amount of data that's being sent or resource utilization that PowerConnect is consuming on the source system. And so by clicking on PowerConnect resource utilization, this will actually load a dashboard that gives us insights into the amount of CPU and memory that this tool is consuming on the backend host SAP system. So, these are spot instances of SAP running on AWS. And so for us, they're consuming, 2% of CPU and 20 megs of RAM. This scales very well. Some of our larger customers see the same kind of resource consumption. So tuned very, very well. So as I was going to, under performance, if we want to look at things like system monitoring, I love going to work process monitoring. This gives me insights into things that I was not able to see from an SAP perspective, like work process utilization over time. So in order to get this through SAP, we would have to go through STAD in a very detailed manner to be able to see what each work process was doing, to be able to tell if all of my dialog or batch processes were consumed. Here I can see at a glance if perhaps a background job didn't kick off overnight because we ran out of batch processes. Super easy to look at. Another thing is like the QRFC monitor under SAP interfaces. This dashboard replaces the transactions SMQ1 and SMQ2. And so again, now we have the ability to timestamp the status of messages that were going through the QRFC and be able to see statuses of messages over time. Now, again, this is a demo system, so our sysfail rate is very steady. But should this be a live production environment and we see a spike in these kind of things, we would be able to click directly into the category itself of why they failed and get the error message here directly in the monitoring tool. So, again, if this happens in the middle of the night, somebody's asking why their messages failed. In SMQ1, everything looks clear now because there's no history or record of those failures having occurred. Well, now we can look and see, oh my gosh, they failed at midnight because there was some connection failure to the target system. So play around. I hope this is helpful. You really can't break anything. Oh, I guess one other thing I would like to show you is that all of the panels inside of all the dashboards, again, are just based on a search of the data that's back-end into Splunk. So in order to see any of the data behind any of these panels or the queries that we're writing inside of Splunk to be able to generate these panels, you can just click on this Open in Search button. A new window will pop up displaying the search inside of Splunk. So you can see here we're looking at SMQ2, as I mentioned, and then we're looking for anything that's in an error status over the last hour and sorting them by state. So we have a count of messages that were in that status over time. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Have a good day. Thank you very much.